Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm James, and this channel's all about great movies and great TV series from all over the world. And today we've got another exciting review to dive into. Today we're going to dive into the new release of Looper on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. And this one, there's some interesting things we're going to dive into about this today. And today we're going to be doing my exclusive 4K versus Blu-ray image comparison to tell you what the differences are, to show you what you can see between this versus the original Blu-ray release. That way you can kind of get an idea if this is something that you're going to want to spend your money to upgrade on. And this is something I do exclusively on this channel. I've done dozens of these over the years. So if you're not subscribed yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on any of this exclusive content. While I'm going through the exclusive image comparison between this 4K versus the original Blu-ray release, I'm going to do my movie review, my thoughts on it, what I thought about the film itself. Then we're going to go into an unboxing on the set, kind of show you quickly what comes in this. And then I'm going to run down through all the specs on it, let you know kind of what the upgrades are you get on this specs-wise versus the original Blu-ray release. And then I'm going to wrap it up with my final thoughts and my review score, letting you know what the review score is, if this is something you're going to want to pick up and upgrade over the original Blu-ray release, and something you're going to want to add to your collection. So make sure you stick around through this whole review. We've got a lot of interesting things to cover about this. Now, as we go into this image comparison, we're going to be comparing this 4K release versus the Blu-ray release that came out. Now, this Blu-ray release was the same release that was released worldwide. This 4K release is a new release that was only released in certain territories. So after going through my testing on this release, I will tell you right off the bat, the 4K Ultra HD release in this is region free. So those of you that are in the US or around the world that are not in a region B territory, you can buy this, which I will have the link listed in the description section right below this video. I've made it nice and easy for you and included that right down there below. So if you open that description section, it'll have the exact link to buy this through Amazon. So you don't have to worry about paying import fees or anything like that. It will be listed right down there below. And it is region free for the 4K Ultra HD release. So that's good news. Now, the Blu-ray copy that you do get in this is region B locked. Though I will share something with you. If you own the original Blu-ray release and you're outside of a region B territory, I just took my Blu-ray release out of this and put this in the case with this. So that way I have the full set, because this was not released anywhere outside of the region B territory initially. And as far as my understanding goes, it's not being planned as of right now to be released except for this release anyways. So this is one of those interesting reviews. If you do live in a region B territory, this review still applies to you and anywhere else around the world because it's a region free 4K. All of these screenshots you're seeing up above in the comparison between this 4K and the Blu-ray release will show you if this is something you're going to want to upgrade to. Now, I will tell you right off the bat on a lot of the things in this, it does have a pretty darn nice 4K presentation. Now, there was some interesting things I found out as I went through testing this. This is an upscaled 4K 2160p presentation from an original 2K digital intermediate. Now, there have been mixed results over the years, as you've probably seen through some of this previous 4K versus Blu-ray image comparisons I've showed you. Sometimes, if not done correctly, when they take a 2K digital intermediate and then upscale it to 4K, sometimes they do that incorrectly and it gives it either a waxy appearance or it just simply doesn't look that great. Well, I can tell you right off the bat, this one did look really good. There was some surprising things I noticed in this. The film came out originally in 2012, so it's not something that came within the last 5 to 7 years, but it was a little while ago. Though you've probably noticed in the screenshot comparisons above, this 4K far outshines the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray did look decent and did look good, but when you compare them side by side, this 4K representation did retain a lot more of the film grain, and it does have a sharp, natural film grain structure in this 4K release that the original Blu-ray release didn't have at all. And when comparing them side by side, the Blu-ray release really does have a more waxy presentation and a more smoothed over look, and this does look drastically better. So I am happy to announce this 4K Ultra HD release does present a much better, much clearer, and much more detailed image and presentation that, in my opinion, it was a well done 4K over the Blu-ray. You won't want to watch that Blu-ray anymore. So even though the Blu-ray in this is included, you won't ever want to put it in, because comparing these side by side, even the colors As you'll probably notice in the screenshot above, it's of the Mazda Miata that he drives, Joseph Gordon-Levitt drives in Looper. And you'll notice that it kind of looked more like a burgundy, dark look in the original Blu-ray release. On the new 4K with the HDR representation, which I do have some great things to share on that, this did get HDR10+. So it's not just regular HDR10, it is HDR10+, which next to Dolby Vision is one of the best HDR representations you can possibly have. And it does make it look drastically better. Because of the varying shades of colors that you get over the Blu-ray release, there are so many more varying shades to use, it does make things look drastically better. And if you notice on his car, it does look drastically more reddish and different vibrance between that color that you didn't get in that original Blu-ray release, that it makes drastically look better for those reasons as well. So I was happy to announce that with the HDR10+ representation, that was another big upgrade you got on this that you never had, obviously, on the previous Blu-ray release, and gave this 4K release another one up on the Blu-ray for why it's worth purchasing this and upgrading this film. Now, talking about the movie here, I really did enjoy it. I personally think it's one of Bruce Willis's last great sci-fi performances he's done in several years. There's been lots of sci-fi movies he's done, budget sci-fis, direct-to-video sci-fis I call them, or like streaming service sci-fis that really have not been great films. They've been okay, but they have not been great. This one, I really did think was one of his last films that he's done recently that was really a great sci-fi performance and a really great sci-fi movie. Rian Johnson wrote and directed the film, and it really is a cult classic sci-fi film. And I'll give you a little bit of hidden history on it. It was filmed on a budget of only $30 million, which I know $30 million is a lot of money, but not in the movie world. And it wasn't expected to do amazingly well. They thought it got some good early reviews, but really once people started to see how well it was written and went to see it, the film outperformed its budget incredibly well. It went on to make $177 million on only a $30 million budget. So it really was and really became a cult classic sci-fi film that is really well done. Now, I will tell you right off the bat, as I always share on the YouTube channel, it is rated R for strong violence and language. So it is one of those sci-fi films that it's an adult sci-fi film. So I always share that on the channel, that there is some explicit content in it. But to me, it was not over the top, and it was so well done and the story so engaging that I really didn't feel like it was done gratuitously. Overall, Emily Blunt, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Bruce Willis are phenomenal, and I really did like Emily Blunt in it, and I really think she's great overall as an actress. I really liked a lot of her movies that she's come out with, especially some of the sci-fi films she's done recently, like A Quiet Place. Really enjoyed that film, but that's where I feel like she got her start and kind of dug her teeth into sci-fi was in this film, and she's done several after that that have been really good as well. So overall, if you're looking for a great sci-fi time travel movie that will really keep you guessing, and this is a movie you'll come back to watch numerous times afterwards, because I've watched this numerous times and I've enjoyed it more and more each time, because I really did think the actors in this were really stellar, and Rian Johnson did a great job with the script, the storyboards, and then obviously writing and directing the film. He did just such a great job. So overall, if you haven't seen the film and you want to pick it up, I will have the Blu-ray listed down in the description section below, as well as this 4K. I get asked a lot how you can help to support this YouTube channel so that I can keep providing you all the special, early, and exclusive videos for you to watch here on my YouTube channel. So there are two ways you can help to support this YouTube channel. Right below each video, there's a super thanks button for you to click. It has a heart symbol on it and looks like this. When you click that super thanks button, all that goes right back into this YouTube channel. And that shows me and everyone how much you appreciate all the time and hard work that I put into all of these special, early, and exclusive videos for you to watch on my YouTube channel. The second way is if you're going to pick up any of these 4K or Blu-ray releases that I talk about, make sure to go down to the description section right below this video. I have made it nice and easy for you and done all the work for you. And I've included the links for each 4K and Blu-ray release, and click through the Amazon links in the description section right below. I appreciate all the love and support all of you have given to me over the years, and I just want to say thanks. Also, make sure to give this video a like, give this video a thumbs up, make sure to click the subscribe button and the bell notification. That way you're one of the first ones to get notified to watch any of these special, early, and exclusive videos that I release here on my YouTube channel. So make sure to subscribe. All right, we've got a lot more to cover and a lot more to dive into, so let's dive right back into this. All right, coming back into Looper here. Now Looper does come with a nice slipcover. I really did like the slipcover that comes with it. And on the back of both the slipcover, they have the same picture on it, talking about 4 times sharper than full HD with HDR. And I did like the slipcovers. I always like getting these with it. I really like the case. It is one of those slightly thicker, like Aero Video 4K Ultra HD cases that I really like. They do protect the discs a lot better and don't crack as easy. Inside here, you do get your Looper 4K Ultra HD with the artwork on it. And then you get your Region B Blu-ray disc. Now, I do like the artwork on the Region B Blu-ray disc better than I like the artwork on the US Blu-ray disc. But in this case, because I am Region A, I just switched this disc out with the other one. And then I have the actual set that I wanted with the brand new 4K Ultra HD release. So little hidden tidbit for those of you that are in Region A to just switch your disc out if you already have it and just put the other one in here. On the 4K, it does come in its original aspect ratio of 2.39 to 1. So they didn't cut anything down out of it, didn't take any of the image out or cut it down from the original Blu-ray release or theatrical release, which is always a great sign. It does have subtitles in English. So if you do want the subtitles, it is included in the 4K release as well as the Blu-ray release, but obviously the 4K is what you're upgrading this for anyways. Audio option wise, it does come with English DTS HD Master Audio 5.1, which is the same similar mix that was on the Blu-ray release before, which was a great mix to begin with. So that was nice that they didn't dumb down the audio mix. It does include the great audio mix as well. And I thought I'd point out something else interesting about this. This is an official release from Universal Studios. So my understanding is Universal Studios and Sony own the rights depending on the territory that this was released in. So since this was released originally in Region B, this is a Universal official release and it does look really great. And Universal's been doing a great job, as you probably noticed with a ton of the reviews I've come out with recently. Both Sony and Universal have been doing an amazing job with their 4K Ultra HD releases. This is one of those because it does have the natural film grain structure and it was really sharp and did look amazing. It is a huge upgrade over the previous Blu-ray release. The runtime on this is 119 minutes. And price-wise for this release, you're looking at roughly between about $25 to $30 depending on if you get it on sale, and that's roughly with shipping and everything included. So through that link I put in the description section below, that's how much you'll spend for it. Which for this, because it's a very rich 4K presentation with the HDR10 representation on this, I can't see this film ever looking any better than it does on this. And this is one of those, even though it did come from a 2K digital intermediate, does look drastically better in 4K, and it was done correctly and does look really good. The 4K disc they used in this as well is a BD100. So I always appreciate when companies don't cut corners and give you like a BD66. This was done properly on a BD100 as well. The Blu-ray disc on this is the same as the original Blu-ray disc. It's a BD50. But again, once you see this 4K, you're not gonna go back. With the better colors and the 4K representation on this, you'll never go back to watch that Blu-ray anyways. So I really did enjoy this sci-fi film, and if you haven't seen it yet, you're really missing out on a classic, cult classic sci-fi gem, and it really is well done. My review score for this release is a 9.0. I really think it's well worth and highly recommended picking up this release. It is a worthy upgrade and is not one of those 2K digital intermediates. Like I've seen a lot of these recently come out where they don't do them correctly. This one was well done and I highly recommend picking this up, and I do think you shouldn't wait to buy it. A lot of these have been limited releases or they only release them for a limited time. This is one I say pick up and add to your collection. Even if it is released in another territory later on, it's not going to be any better than this because this is the official release. This is what we're getting and it is well worth upgrading to. 25 to 30 bucks, well worth spending your money on. I've included that link in the description section below, so if you're going to pick it up, make sure to go down there and click through that because this is one I highly recommend picking up and you're really going to enjoy if you haven't seen this movie. Make sure to comment in the comment section below. Let me know if you've seen this movie or if it's something that's new that you're excited to dive into and watch. Once you see it, you're going to want to watch it again. And it really is one of those movies that you're going to spend your money and be glad you did because you're going to want to watch it again and again. I think Rian Johnson did a great job with this, and I really wish he'd do some more of these sci-fi films and dive more into these and do some more of these good films because I feel like, heck, Bruce Willis is really in need of a revival of his career, and I really think like Rian Johnson should bring it back and do another really great sci-fi film. Make sure to start the conversation in the comment section below. I love to hear from all of you. Make sure to let me know if this is one you're excited about. As always, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and make sure to give this video a like. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so that way you don't miss out on any of this exclusive, early or special content that you're only going to find to watch here on my YouTube channel. I had a fun time today. I hope all of you have a blessed day, and I look forward to doing another one of these special reviews real soon.